My name is Routy, and these are my wilderness survival adventures on a remote tropical island I had no intention of visiting. My ship had crash landed, and as far as I knew, I was alone. I had to stay alive to find a way off the island and back to civilization. Day 9. My water collector worked. Nice cool water to drink. I quenched my thirst and slept out the rest of the storm. The next day, with the weather clear and a good solid roof over my head, it was time to start stocking up on supplies, tools and gear. And for that, I needed to collect as many raw materials as I could find. I had spotted a structure before at the base of my rock outcropping, eager to explore it when I could. I descended the face of the outcropping to get to it, not realizing I had overlooked an entire incline that would have made getting to it a lot easier and safer. In the wilderness, unless you have no other options, it's best not to take chances if the most likely result is injury or death. It looked like a graveyard or a burial site of some kind. I managed to root through a few piles of bones, but then I got the feeling I was being watched. I looked around the field, but didn't see any obvious signs of anything hunting me. I eventually left the area, but ran into a prairie dog. I know that's the wrong name to call it, but it's some kind of dog because it barks and growls, so that's the first animal that came to mind. It's got short ears, so maybe I'll call it a short-eared dog. I thought perhaps it was the thing that was hunting me, so I showed it why I'm the top of the food chain. Apparently I had woken late in the day because the sun began to disappear behind the mountain. I continued my collecting well into the night. I came across some chickens and tried to take them for food, but missed. I collected some long sticks from a stand of trees on a little hilltop, almost breaking my axe in the process. I'd have to repair it before I could harvest any more sticks, or the nettle that grew around this field. I tried another run at the burial site to root through more of the bones and things there, but I was still being hunted. I turned and noticed a hawk in an attack dive aimed for my face. Half expecting to lose my spear again, I took a chance and ended up shish kebabbing the bird on it. I breathed a sigh of relief. A bird nest nearby proved to be an excellent find, being full of eggs and other things. A welcome delicacy in a place like this. Further exploration of the outcrop, because my rocky outcropping is bothersome to ride out, revealed a pile of rocks, some sage, another fight with a short-eared dog, where I did actually lose my spear, another piece to the mural in my shelter, another one I had found in the burial site, some chamomile, another bird nest, a source of small sticks, and a small encounter with a nettle plant. While investigating a stand of trees to cut into long sticks, I spotted a giant tree that would be great for getting a lay of the area. I went to it, but realised when I got there, I had forgot my rope to set as a ladder. So back to my shelter to grab it, and back to the tree to set it up. The view was so beautiful from up here. I have an obsidian saw that I found, along with some clues that point me to an obsidian deposit at the north end of the island. Obsidian is amazing for blades. And it looks cool. Black volcanic glass, naturally sharp when chipped into shards. On the other hand, the clues from the telescope point me to the top of the mountains, which are in the opposite direction. The question is, which way? Getting the obsidian will enable me to make better tools and equipment. Going to the mountains will enable me to take one step closer to figuring out where De Leon's steps lead, and possibly closer to finding a way off this island. I'll just have to keep gathering supplies until I'm ready to go either direction, and then I'll make my decision. The rest of the day was spent organising my inventory and repairing my clothes I made from the large leaves, nourished myself with water and food, and took a nap for 10 hours. I must have been more wiped than I thought from all the work collecting supplies so far, all over the place though it was. My nap has brought me into the next day, where I'll still work on collecting supplies, but with a more focused plan.